Greetings, my fellow degenerates. My name is Rot, and welcome to my channel. Whether you've been here for a while or whether you're new, hi, hello, howdy-o, nice to have you. This would be a video to start watching me on. Today, I wanted to talk about taking a step back from YouTube and going on hiatus. I know this may seem sudden and random, but I figure making a full video on this topic in which I can elaborate on all the reasons why I'm going on a break for a few months would be better than just making a dismissive and brief statement about it on my community tab, where less people are likely to see it. So yes, the title of this video isn't just clickbait or anything. I'm going to be stepping away from my platform and saying goodbye for some time. For quite a while now, I've been contemplating leaving entirely, but I have decided to just take a break so that I can figure things out before I just abandon my channel entirely. I'll be answering several burning questions about how and why and what manner I'm leaving, but if you have a question that is not answered in this video, then feel free to ask it in the comments. I will answer any questions you have. With that being said, let's go down the list. Starting with the most pressing question that is likely on everyone's minds. Question 1. Why am I going on this hiatus? The short answer is that I haven't been happy making videos in a long while and I don't like being a public figure. The long answer is that for about a year now, I've been feeling like a zombie on my platform. When I was 17 and first started making videos for my channel in, I think, December of 2021, I was more passionate about the stuff I was making. Even though my older videos are not as quality as my newer ones, I generally have positive memories making them. The first art trade video is a good example of videos that I actually enjoyed creating. It was a lot of fun to make and have a little laugh about that crazy experience. I've spoken about this briefly before, but it's important to discuss here as well. In early September of 2022, I had a mental health crisis. Even prior to the crisis itself, I was struggling on a lot of fronts. That is the reason why I didn't really put out many videos from April to September that year. I was battling mental health issues. I realize now, in retrospect, that I should have taken a long break after the September thing occurred, but I didn't. I went back to uploading more consistently shortly after that whole thing went down. At the time, I thought things would go back to normal faster if I picked up the broken pieces of my life and tried to shove them back together. But in my haste, the pieces were placed haphazardly and just didn't fit. And it wasn't really long into uploading again that I started feeling very hollow about making videos. I sort of numbly walked my way through it all and just made content anyway, and that's when my channel really started to grow. However, the numbers just made me feel even more empty about things than before. I wasn't happy about what I was creating, so getting all this attention for videos that I didn't even like making were causing me to feel more cold towards my platform. I thought that maybe adopting a new aesthetic would help because I wasn't really happy with my old one. In May, after quite a few months of feeling so hollow, I thought that changing my name and channel aesthetic to Rottikabusiness would reignite my passion for YouTube again and make me more excited about what I was creating. It did, but only for a short time. Soon enough, I was right back to hating making videos, hating script writing, hating editing, hating listening to my terrible voice that I feel so much shame about to this day with every fiber of my being, and most of all, being dissatisfied with every single final product. There is not one video that I put out in the last year that I feel proud of or that I genuinely enjoyed making, and I feel like it shows. At this point, there is no real reason for me to continue making videos. I don't make much money at all, I barely get paid 2 months in a row actually, and I don't like the process of making videos, nor do I like the final products, ever. I was considering powering through December for that sweet succulent December ad revenue, but I feel like I'd just keel over and die in Minecraft if I tried that. I already hate making videos at the moment, and I feel like if I force myself to do it any longer, I will just lose every remaining particle of passion I have left and won't be able to return. Question 2. Why do I dislike being a public figure? As I mentioned briefly at the beginning of question 1, my other main reason for quitting outside of not feeling passionate about YouTube itself is that I greatly dislike being a public figure. I'm a very anxious, socially awkward person with a bouquet of mental health issues that affect how I think, feel, and react to things. The way I've been treated by many, though not at all everyone, has made me incredibly uncomfortable. People idolizing me and looking up to me for my skill at art is fine. I don't like being worshipped, but inspiring people and having people admire my work is great and it means a lot to me. What I don't like is people admiring me as a person and putting me on this pedestal. You see, the things that I actually care about are my art and my writing. I care about my OCs, I care about my art, I care about my fanfics, I care about my hyperfixations. What I do not care about is myself. And I don't mean that I don't care about myself in general, not at all. I mean that I don't care about myself through the lens of being a public figure or a celebrity. The idea of someone recognizing me on the street has me absolutely horrified. If someone walked up to me and asked me if I was Rotika, I would lie and say no and walk away as fast as possible. I have no interest in being a vlogger whose entire internet presence is about myself and my life. I don't want people praising me. I don't want people praising my art and my writing because they like me. I don't want them to like it because I wrote it. I hate getting the "I'm here because I love your videos, ooh woo" comments underneath my artwork. I hate people seeing and caring about me, a faceless nobody that they know next to nothing about, rather than seeing and caring about the creations that I devote my life, my love, and my passion to. I want to make art and I don't really want people to see it as, oh, art made by Rotika, who is a YouTuber I like. I love his videos, so that's why I like this art. This art is all about the creator now. I just want to make things that I like, and YouTube is getting in the way of that. Being a public figure celebrated for who I am rather than what I make is getting in the way of that. Besides that aspect, there's also the lack of boundaries that people afford me. I've had people come to me in DMs and ask me invasive questions about my personal life. I've had people beg me to be their friend. I've had people talk to me like they know me personally. Newsflash, I am not your friend and you know absolutely fucking nothing about me except the things that I choose to broadcast. And if I tell you to knock something the fuck off, you should. Lately I've been dealing with an increased volume of people not abiding by my boundaries, specifically in how I like to be spoken to. I've had people say that they know better than me about my own feelings. When I ask people not to fawn over my old art and put themselves down and instead encourage people to compliment my new art, that's what I want. I don't need some rando telling me that I actually should want something else and that I should feel a different way about my own goddamn artwork. When I say that I don't like being compared to other artists, you should suck it up, respect that, and deal. Because while you have the right to feel any type of way you want to feel about whatever, I also have the right to enforce my boundaries and feel any type of way that I want to feel. I also have the right to tell you to shove it and fuck off if you disregard the boundaries that I set. If I say that I don't want to be called talented and prefer the term skilled, because the term talent means a gift that is inherent and not worked for, then you should respect that and not fight me on how I like to be spoken to. It isn't that hard to just respect me or avoid me if my boundaries and sensibilities clash with yours. I am so tired of people bombarding me with personal questions and assumptions about how I feel about my own fucking life and myself and my art when they don't fucking know me. I am tired of literal minors sliding into my DMs and asking me to be their bestie like they think it's both appropriate on their end to do that and kosher for a grown-ass man to reciprocate friendship with children who look up to him. I know this isn't everyone in my community. Truthfully, it's actually just a small minority who take things that far. Most of you are great, but I know that as I grow, the more that I will be subject to clear boundary infringement from more and more people. It's going to be something that I have to deal with and I can't take it. No matter how many times I beg and plead for people to just listen and respect me, some people can't get the fucking memo, and being a YouTuber who makes videos about myself and my life is feeding into that shit. It's feeding into the entitlement that people feel when they try to dig into personal details about my life and my feelings. Question 3. Is this departure permanent? The answer is that I don't know. I don't think it will be. I will likely return to the platform at some point and make videos again, but on the small chance I don't, then I don't. That's really the long and the short of it. However, even if I do come back, I will likely quit making art content. I hate watching art content, and I hate making it, and I think that if I do come back, my content will be, something that I'm actually passionate about, like review and commentary style videos about media. Question 4. Where will I be during this hiatus? Don't worry, the only platform that I'm leaving is YouTube. I will remain on all of my other platforms. I will be working mostly on creating art. I want to finally start writing Nyctophobia, which is a long fanfic based on a Hollow Knight AU that I made and have been working on for about a year and a half now. I also want to create some Fangoria content. I've been considering starting a dark comedy focused comic, but that's just a thought and actually not exactly concrete, so don't wait on bated breath for it because it likely won't come about, but maybe, I don't know. I know for sure that I will likely be writing more things featuring the characters and developing them even more. And I will also make a lot of art featuring them, so stay tuned for that. Question 5. Are you okay? The answer is that my mental health and my personal life are none of your fucking business, boys. Just so people won't ask though, overall I am fine. I am taking the step I need to take to improve my mental health and my passion by stepping away from my platform. Nothing bad is happening. However, the more pressing thing is that I do not want people to, dig into my life and ask me where I am, pressure me to come back, or to ask me invasive shit about my mental health and personal life. I have dealt with that kind of treatment enough, and what I am doing IRL is really none of anyone's business but mine. Question 6. Are you still taking commissions and doing business? Yes. During this hiatus, I will still be working on commissions. If you want to commission me, my commission sheet with my prices and terms is on the, commission terms page of my card, the link to which you can find in the description. Just DM me on any platform, also linked in the card if you're interested in ordering a comp from me. Question 7. Am I allowed to interact with you during this hiatus? Yes, I will still be active on my other platforms, and I do not mind talking publicly or taking questions if you have them. My Tumblr, which you can find the link to in the card like all my other socials, is where you can talk to me to send me asks, through Anon or otherwise, that I will answer. Feel free to ask about anything, including YouTube itself, just not about when I'm coming back to YouTube or about my personal business. So that's it. Again, if you have any questions about what I said in this video or have something to ask that I didn't talk about, go ahead and leave a comment. Genuinely, thank you all for being here. Follow me on my various socials if you want to keep up with my work. They're all linked in the description in the card once again. Thank you all again for watching. Have a nice rest of your day. Goodbye for now.